Have you ever felt that you have done everything you could to create an artwork, but something feels missing? It feels lifeless despite doing everything. Well, in this video, we are going to tap into that live wire which will bring your artwork alive and ooze with energy and meaning. So without wasting time, let's get into it. Hi, I am Parul, founder of Restart Art. I help you step into the artist you know you are. Well, you don't get to step into that artist just by copying pretty stuff. You get to step into that artist by stepping into your personal power. Well, let's get into understanding how you can do that. I'm going to show you how you can tap into that personal power through few of my artworks. To understand that better, here is a little example first. Here is a day-to-day example of a grocery list. Just by looking at it, you can sure read what is written, but at the same time, you can tell the undercurrents behind this written list. Well, undercurrents like you can tell this person must be in a rush while writing this grocery list. The state of mind of the person was like as if I just want this list to be legible enough and that's it. I don't care whether it's beautiful or not. This is to the point, practical aspect is ensured, and that is all. Just by seeing something, you can guess the state of mind. Now, to the other example. Here is a second example of the same grocery list. Same grocery list, same function, same aspect of, just listing down whatever you want from the shop. But there is a difference. And in this difference lies the magic. What you can tell between the first list and the second list is, in the second list, the person cares for the neatness. The person cares about how beautifully the words are written. Even subconsciously, but the person cares. The person is ensuring legibility, which the first person was also ensuring, but in this one, there is a difference in state of mind, how it is written, as if the person was chill and calm while writing it. This was a very tiny example, but it showed a very important and integral part of art. You can tell that just by looking at those two examples, you can tell the state of mind the person was in while writing those lists. And from that, I'm trying to point at how our state of mind, our state, the subconscious, conscious, emotions, psychology, what's happening in our life, everything resonates. It shows through what we create. This example, it was just a list, but you can still tell one person is calm, another isn't. So keep that in mind. And now I'm going to go into an artwork using the same concept to help you understand what was the story about, what to understand through that art, and how you can use those in your own artwork. Yeah. As you can see in this artwork, lines are bold, edgy, and rebellious. My mental state was dictating the type of lines that went into this artwork. Because I'm a woman, the softness of the face was in direct contrast with the lines that came out that day. Staying honest and open to whatever I was feeling allowed my subconscious to bring out some really interesting elements in my art, which otherwise I think too rigidly planned out artwork just can't get. Our mental and emotional state affects our art in this way. To contrast this state of mind, on another day when I was feeling all calm and happy, I drew this. The lines are so different. The subject is so different. It just gives a very different feeling in comparison to the previous one. So what I can tell you here is this kind of analysis, going deep and reading my own artwork or even other people's artwork, it helped me to understand my emotions better. Subconscious elements such as bold strokes representing my energy, almost geometrical lines on a female face showed energy clash between my internal world and the external surroundings. The bold lines were giving a testimony that I am not giving in. One surprising thing happened on its own during this drawing, which I will tell you within a few moments, as I will explain what kind of work this drawing led to. If you have found this video valuable by far, please don't forget to hit that like button. Your appreciation and support can really help me to spread this word about art to as much artists as possible. There are many souls who feel creative insights, just like you and me, who need that support to step into the artist they really know they are. I want to help them. Please help me to reach them. Now back to where we were. That drawing, which I just showed you, led to this artwork. This is a layered work. It's a handmade print taken out of a hand-carved sunboard. The movement of the carving tools to create strokes gave my energy the right cathartic release. I experimented further with lines, as you can see. I used the texture of hair to show power and strength. The surprising thing, which I talked about earlier, was in the drawing, while expressing my raw emotions fresh out of a chart situation, my subconscious created two types of eyes. One eye is full of resolve, while other looks welled up with tears. I noticed this subconscious doing, almost an accidental discovery. A discovery in the drawing stage got carried in my final work because I really liked it. This you can't plan otherwise. You and I are very different people with different journeys, different experiences, different expectations, different inclinations. So copying in art is pointless, isn't it? If I start to copy somebody else's work, it's like copying their ways of seeing life. Their reactions came out of certain situations. Their ways, their personality has born out of certain life situations. If I just, on surface level, copy that, I'm trying to copy something which never happened to me. It's like a facade, isn't it? Art is about creating, not copying. The power in art, the powerful artist, is about authenticity. That person chases their internal truth with courage, with conviction. And in that pursuit, sure, there are many turns and twists and failures and all sorts of things. But in that pursuit, you and I are going to get the gems of art. You discover those epiphanies. You discover those wow moments that, wow, I've created this. That is why in Restart Art, I am after empowering your inner artist, not just giving you quick wins of, hey, let's do this beautiful butterfly and yeah, you have made this. No, that was student level stuff. We are talking about your inner artist. This deserves respect. This deserves real meaty artwork, not just random surface level stuff. As Paul Klee said, the art student was to be more than a refined camera, trained to record the surface of the object. The student must realize that he or she is a child of this earth, yet also child of the universe, issue of a star among stars. So, if you want to be more than just a camera, as Paul Klee said, and want to create meaningful art, which feels real, which feels meaningful, I have a little surprise for you. My newsletters. You can sign up to my newsletters to get weekly art insights. You can send your questions. It's an interactive space. You can discuss your art journey. And because you'll be one of my few early subscribers, you will be getting special offers for all my art courses. Interested? Find the link below. So next time when you sit to create anything, first take account of what mental, emotional or psychological state you are in. Why your system is hooked up on that state. You can ask, is that state trying to express something through me? By holding that curiosity torch and following where it leads you to is the answer for creating authentic art. On to the next video. I have heard this complaint so often that lack of time or simply life stops you from creating art despite your deep desire to make art. I hear you. Well, in the next video, I'm going to give you practical tips on how you can carve out, proper time and create authentic artworks even on the most busy schedules ever.